What does it take to turn dreams into reality? Is success a matter of luck, a stroke of fate that blesses a fortunate few? Or is it something far more deliberate, far more within your control? The truth is, success has no shortcuts, no easy paths, and no guarantees. It demands something from you, your time, your energy, your sacrifices, and most of all, your effort. But here's the beauty of it. Success doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care where you start, what you've been through, or what odds are stacked against you. It rewards those who are willing to put in the work, those who are brave enough to step out of their comfort zones and face the challenges head on. In the journey to achieve greatness, every step matters. Every fall teaches you. Every moment of discomfort shapes you. And the best part, it's not just about reaching the top, it's about the transformation that happens along the way. Today we'll explore what it truly takes to achieve progress, the sacrifices required, and the mindset you need to rise above the noise and claim the life you've always envisioned. So, ask yourself, are you ready to pay the price for your dreams? Because success is waiting, it's just a matter of how far you're willing to go to reach it. Let's begin. We all have dreams. Some of them are small, and some are so grand they almost scare us. But let's face the truth, dreams alone don't lead to success. You can have the most beautiful vision of your future, but without discipline, that vision will remain just that, a picture in your mind. Discipline is the bridge that connects your dreams to reality, and without it, you're simply wishing for something to happen without taking the necessary steps to make it a reality. Discipline isn't glamorous. It's the part of the journey that no one posts about on social media. It's waking up early when you'd rather stay in bed. It's choosing to practice, to study, to refine your craft while others are out having fun. It's saying no to distractions and yes to the hard, unexciting work that most people avoid. But here's the secret. The people who stay disciplined are the ones who achieve what others only dream about. Think about it like this. A dream is like a seed. You can plant it, but if you don't water it, if you don't tend to it every day, it won't grow. Discipline is the act of watering that seed. It's the daily effort, the small actions that compound over time and eventually lead to a harvest. Without it, the seed dries up and dies, and you're left wondering what could have been. We often celebrate talent, but talent without discipline is wasted potential. The world is full of talented people who never realize their dreams because they lack the focus and dedication to see them through. On the other hand, history is filled with examples of people who weren't the smartest, the strongest, the most gifted, but still rose to greatness because they refused to quit. They had discipline. They showed up even when it was hard, even when they didn't feel like it. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's easy to feel inspired when you first set a goal, but inspiration alone is fleeting. What happens when the excitement wears off? What happens when the work becomes tedious, when progress seems slow, and you're tempted to give up? That's where discipline steps in. It keeps you focused, keeps you consistent, and keeps you moving forward even when the path ahead feels uncertain. The journey to success demands sacrifices. You have to give up comfort, leisure, and sometimes even relationships that don't align with your goals. It's not easy, and it's not always fair, but it's necessary. Because success isn't a gift, it's a reward. It's what you earn after days, months, and years of hard work, persistence, and sacrifice. And the beauty of discipline is that it doesn't care where you start. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, educated or not, naturally talented, or starting from scratch. If you have discipline, you have a chance to succeed. Dreams without discipline are just wishes, and wishes are powerless. They don't move mountains, they don't create change, and they don't bring success. Discipline, on the other hand, has the power to transform your life. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about choosing every day to take a step toward your dream, no matter how small that step might be, because those small steps taken consistently will lead you to places you never imagined possible. Failure is inevitable. It's not a matter of if you'll fail, it's a matter of when. But here's the key: failure doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond to it. Do you let it knock you down and keep you there, or do you use it as a stepping stone to move forward? That choice is what separates those who reach greatness from those who only dream of it. Falling isn't the problem, staying down is. Every failure, no matter how painful, carries a lesson. It's an opportunity to reassess, to understand what went wrong, and to come back stronger. The most successful people in history didn't avoid failure, they embraced it. They understood that failure isn't the end of the road. It's a detour that guides you toward a better path. I think about the process of learning to walk. As toddlers, we stumble and fall countless times. But do we give up? No, we learn, we adjust, we take another step. Each fall teaches us something, and eventually we'll walk confidently. That's how life works too. Every fall has a purpose to teach us, to prepare us, to build us into someone capable of achieving our dreams. Failure is not a sign of weakness, it's proof that you're trying, that you're pushing boundaries, that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Playing it safe might protect you from failure, but it will also protect you from growth. You can't succeed without risking failure, and you can't grow without experiencing it. The world loves to celebrate success stories, but behind every victory is a trail of setbacks and failures. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That mindset, seeing failure as part of the process rather than the end of it, is what allows people to achieve the impossible. When you fall forward. Use the momentum to propel yourself closer to your goals. Analyze what went wrong. Ask yourself what you can do differently next time. Growth comes from reflection, and improvement comes from action. Failure is like a mirror, it shows you what needs to change. But it's up to you to make those changes. Failure also builds resilience. Every time you fall and get back up, you become stronger. You learn that setbacks aren't as devastating as they seem in the moment. You develop the grit to keep going, even when the odds are against you. That resilience becomes your superpower. It's what will keep you moving forward when others quit. And here's the truth, the lessons you learn from failure are often more valuable than the successes themselves. Success can sometimes make us complacent, but failure humbles us. It reminds us to stay hungry, to keep striving, and to never stop learning. It sharpens us, owns our skills, and prepares us for the challenges ahead. Falling backward means giving up, losing hope, and letting failure define you. But falling forward means taking that failure and using it as a tool for growth. It means understanding that every fall is a setup for a comeback, a chance to rise stronger, smarter, and more determined than before. Failure is not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. It's where you learn, where you grow, and where you find the strength to keep moving forward. Comfort is tempting. It feels safe, familiar, and reassuring. But comfort is also deceptive. It lulls you into a state of complacency, whispering that everything is fine just as it is, that there's no need to push harder, to try more, to stretch beyond your limits. And that's where the danger lies, because comfort zones are where dreams go to die. Hardship, on the other hand, challenges you. It tests your limits and forces you to confront your fears, weaknesses, and doubts. It pushes you to become better, stronger, and more capable. The truth is, growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when you face challenges, endure setbacks, and rise above them. Think of a tree growing in a storm. The wind doesn't destroy it, it strengthens its roots. The tree must adapt, dig deeper, and hold on tighter to survive. Without the storm, it would remain weak, unable to stand tall when the next challenge comes. We are no different. Hardship is our storm. It's what makes us dig deeper, push harder, and find strength we didn't know we had. Ease, however, has no such effect. It's like standing still on a treadmill. You may not be falling, but you're not going anywhere either. Over time, the very comfort you cling to becomes a trap, keeping you stagnant while the world moves forward. Progress requires effort, and effort requires discomfort. If you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone, you'll never discover what you're truly capable of. The grind, the relentless effort, the long hours, the sacrifices is what defines your character. It's not just about reaching a goal, it's about who you become along the way. Struggle shapes you into someone who can handle the weight of success. Because success isn't just about getting to the top, it's about staying there. And staying there requires resilience, discipline, and a work ethic forged in the fires of hardship. Comfort, by contrast, weakens you. It makes you dependent on routines, on the familiar, on what feels easy. It tricks you into thinking you're making progress when in reality you're just going in circles. The greatest achievements in life don't come from staying in your comfort zone, they come from stepping out, taking risks, and embracing the unknown. Think about the moments in your life when you've grown the most. Were they times of ease and comfort? Or were they times when you were pushed to your limits, when you had to fight, adapt, and overcome? Those are the moments that define us, the moments when we realize what we're truly capable of. Hardship isn't the enemy of progress, it's the fuel for it. Every struggle you face, every obstacle you overcome, adds another layer of strength to your character. It teaches you resilience, sharpens your skills, and prepares you for even greater challenges ahead. Hardship forces you to innovate, to think creatively, and to find solutions where none seem to exist. When you embrace struggle, you unlock your potential. You learn to rely on yourself, to trust your instincts, and to persevere even when the odds are against you. You develop a mindset that says, I can handle this, I've been through worse and I came out stronger. That mindset is invaluable. It's what separates those who succeed from those who settle. The truth is, ease is seductive, but it's also dangerous. It tricks you into thinking you're safe when in reality you're stagnating. Progress demands discomfort, effort, and sacrifice. It requires you to step into the unknown, to face your fears and to confront your weaknesses head on. Hardship, on the other hand, is your ollie. It may not feel like it in the moment, but every struggle is preparing you for something greater. It's shaping you into someone who can handle the weight of success, who can rise to any challenge, and who can thrive even in the face of adversity. Success is often glorified as a destination, a shining peak that stands tall and unreachable to most. But what few talk about is the path that leads to that peak. There's no quick ride to the top, no shortcut, no elevator that will whisk you there effortlessly. If you want to reach the summit, you have to take the stairs. And with each step, you earn the strength, the experience, and the resilience you'll need to not only get there, but to stay there. Every step matters, the small ones, the hard ones, and even the ones that feel like you're barely moving. They all count. Each step represents effort, discipline, and sacrifice. Success isn't built in a day, it's built in moments when you choose to push forward instead of giving up, moments when you take one more step, even though you're exhausted, moments when you embrace the grind, even though the goal seems impossibly far away. Taking the stairs is not glamorous, it's tiring, it's repetitive, and it can often feel slow. But it's also necessary, because every step you take is preparing you. It's building your muscles, physical, mental, and emotional. The struggle of the climb is what gives you the endurance to handle the challenges that come with success. Imagine someone who takes an elevator to the top of a mountain. They get there quickly, but they lack the strength, the stamina, and the understanding what it truly took to get there. Now imagine someone who climbs the mountain step by step. By the time they reach the top, they've built the resilience to endure the harsh winds, the determination to face future challenges, and the wisdom to appreciate the view. That's the difference. The stairs are where you learn. They teach you patience because progress is rarely instant. They teach you persistence because the journey will test your willpower. And they teach you gratitude because every step reminds you of the effort it took to get there. The sweat you pour into the climb makes the reward that much sweeter. The sacrifices you make along the way are part of the process. Whether it's time, comfort, or missed opportunities for short-term pleasures, they're all investments in your future. Each sacrifice strengthens your commitment to your goal. They remind you why you started. And they give you the resolve to keep going, even when the climb gets steep. There are no shortcuts to real success. You can't bypass the hard work and expect the same results. Shortcuts may give you temporary wins, but they rarely lead to lasting success. The stairs ensure that you build the foundation you need to sustain your achievements. Without that foundation, success is fragile. It crumbles at the first sign of adversity. The climb will challenge you, no doubt. There will be moments when the stairs feel endless, when you question whether you're strong enough to continue. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you grow. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. And here's the truth, the journey up the stairs is just as important as the destination. It's where you discover your strengths, confront your weaknesses, and build the character that success demands. It's where you find out what you're made of. Because success isn't just about reaching the top, achieve you come along the way. Taking the stairs is a metaphor for life. It's a reminder that nothing worth having comes easy. The time, the effort, and the grind are what make the reward meaningful. So embrace the climb. Don't look for elevators or shortcuts. Step by step, day by day, keep moving forward. Because every step you take is one step closer to the top. And every step is shaping you into the person who's ready to stand there. Success is not handed out freely, it must be earned. It comes at a cost, a price that must be paid through effort, persistence, and sacrifice. No one achieves greatness without giving something up in exchange. Whether it's time, energy, comfort, or even the luxury of a good night's sleep, success always asks, what are you willing to give to reach your goal? At first, the idea of sacrifice may feel daunting. After all, it's human nature to seek comfort, to choose the path of least resistance. But comfort and growth cannot coexist. Every moment spent in your comfort zone is a moment not spent chasing your dreams. Success demands that you step out of that zone, that you embrace the discomfort, and that you push yourself beyond what feels easy or familiar. Time is one of the first sacrifices you'll have to make. The hours you invest in building your dream are hours you can't spend elsewhere. You might have to say no to nights out, weekends off, or the simple pleasure of relaxing when the work is piling up. But time spent working toward your goal is never wasted. It's an investment in your future, a trade-off that will pay dividends in ways you can't yet imagine. Energy is another currency of success. Pursuing your goals requires focus, determination, and a relentless drive to keep going even when you're tired. There will be days when you feel drained, when it seems easier to quit than to keep pushing. But that's where sacrifice comes in. It's choosing to keep moving forward, even when every fiber of your being is screaming for rest. Comfort is often the hardest thing to give up. It's tempting to stay where things are easy, where the risks are low, and where you don't have to face uncertainty. But success doesn't grow in comfort zones. It grows in the space where you challenge yourself, where you take risks, and where you face obstacles head on. Sacrificing comfort means being willing to struggle, to fail, and to learn. It's about embracing the grind, then knowing that the discomfort is temporary, but the rewards are lasting. Sometimes success demands sacrifices that are even more personal. It may mean spending less time with friends or family, or missing out on moments you'd rather not miss. It may mean putting aside hobbies, interests, or even relationships that don't align with your goals. These sacrifices are not easy, but they're often necessary. Because every moment you dedicate to your dream brings you one step closer to making it a reality. And let's not forget sleep, the one thing we all wish we had more of. Success often requires late nights and early mornings, long hours of work that stretch into the time you'd usually spend resting. Sacrificing sleep is a reality for many people on the path to success. But it's also a reminder that the journey demands prioritization. It's about making choices, sometimes tough ones, about what matters most. But here's the thing, every sacrifice you make is a testament to how much you want it. The sacrifices don't just cost you, they shape you. They build discipline, resilience, and a work ethic that sets you apart. They test your commitment, asking how much are you willing to give? And when you're willing to give everything, success becomes inevitable. Sacrifice is not loss, it's transformation. Each thing you give up is a step closer to your dream. Each hour spent working is a brick laid in the foundation of your success. Each moment of discomfort is a lesson learned, a skill honed, a strength gained. The sacrifices don't weaken you, they empower you. They teach you the value of hard work, the importance of persistence, and the power of focus. The truth is, success is simple, but it's not easy. It's not about luck or talent, it's about how much you're willing to give. Are you willing to trade short-term comfort for long-term fulfillment? Are you willing to endure setbacks, hardships, and sacrifices to reach the life you've envisioned? Because that's the question success always asks. How badly do you want it? Sacrifice is the currency of success. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers, the wishers from the achievers. And the beauty of it is that every sacrifice you make, every effort you put in brings you closer to your goal. It may not be easy, but it will always be worth it. Dreams and desires are where it begins. You envision a goal, a life you want, a milestone you aim to reach. But wanting something isn't enough. Desert without effort is like planting seeds in barren soil and expecting a harvest. Effort is the water, the sunlight, and the nourishment that transforms those seeds into something tangible. It's the one non-negotiable ingredient in the recipe for progress. Effort is what separates wishful thinking from real achievement. Anyone can dream, but not everyone is willing to put in the work to make that dream a reality. The road to progress isn't paved with intentions, it's carved out through relentless action, step by step, day by day. Every ounce of energy you put in becomes a brick in the foundation of your success. Progress is not a gift, it's a transaction. The currency, your effort. You can't buy it with shortcuts, excuses, or good intentions. The price must be paid in full with hard work, focus, perseverance. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't immediate, even when the climb feels endless. Effort demands consistency. It's not about giving your best once or twice, it's about giving your best repeatedly, over time. It's about building momentum, finding discipline, and pushing yourself to keep going even when the motivation fades. Progress isn't linear and the results aren't always visible right away. But every effort, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture. Think of a sculptor working on a block of marble. With each strike of the chisel, the marble starts to take shape. The progress might be invisible at first, but the effort accumulates. Slowly, piece by piece, a masterpiece emerges. That's how effort works. Each moment you dedicate to your goals, each task you complete, each obstacle you overcome, it's all part of the process of shaping your success. Effort also requires sacrifice. It means giving up things that don't serve your goal. It might mean sacrificing comfort, leisure, or even relationships that distract you from your purpose. But those sacrifices are investments, and the return on investment is the progress you make. Every hour spent working, every decision to prioritize your goal over distractions is a deposit into the bank of your future success. Effort doesn't guarantee instant results, but it guarantees growth. Every time you push yourself, you learn something new about the task, about the process, about yourself. You build resilience, discipline, and confidence. Effort forces you to stretch beyond your limits, and in doing so, it transforms you into someone capable of achieving what once seemed impossible. Effort is also contagious. When you work hard, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy, determination, and perseverance create a ripple effect, motivating those around you to raise their own standards. Progress isn't just about what you achieve, it's about the impact your effort has on the world. The truth is, effort is often uncomfortable. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone, facing challenges, and embracing failure as part of the journey. But it's in those moments of discomfort that growth happens. Progress isn't found in the easy or the familiar, it's found in the struggle, the grind, and the perseverance to keep going despite the obstacles. Effort is the great equalizer. You don't have to be the most talented, the most intelligent, or the most privileged to succeed. What matters is your willingness to work for it. Effort is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the commitment to show up every day and give your best, no matter how far away the finish line seems. Progress is a journey, not a destination, and effort is the vehicle that takes you there. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about waking up every day and choosing to move forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Because in the end, those small steps add up to something extraordinary. Progress, success, and growth are not destinations handed out to the lucky few. They are earned by those who dare to dream and work relentlessly to turn those dreams into reality. Throughout this journey, one truth remains constant. Every step forward demands something from you. Whether it's sacrifice, effort, or the willingness to face challenges, the path to greatness is paved with choices that test your resolve. You will stumble and fall, but each fall is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to rise stronger. You will face hardships, but it is in those moments of struggle that your character is forged and your potential is unlocked. Comfort will tempt you, but it is the grind and the discomfort that mold you into someone capable of enduring and thriving. Effort, discipline, and sacrifice are the unyielding currencies of progress. They demand patience and perseverance, but their returns are immeasurable. With each ounce of energy poured into the climb, you're not just moving closer to your goal, you're transforming into the person you need to be to sustain that success. The stairs to the top are steep, but they are worth every step. There are no shortcuts, no elevators, and no easy rides. The journey itself is what shapes you, strengthens you, and prepares you for the view from the summit. So as you continue forward, remember this: success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become along the way. The sacrifices you make, the effort you invest, and the challenges you overcome are all part of your story, a story of resilience, growth, and unwavering determination. Keep climbing, keep striving. And when you reach the top, you'll know it wasn't luck or chance that brought you there. It was your unshakable will to persevere, your courage to embrace the grind, and your refusal to settle for anything less than your very best.